Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is still Wednesday, February 25th, 2026, back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It is approximately 12:30 p.m. Central Time. 12:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's like I'm reliving a nightmare. It's like history repeating itself. Because here I am doing something, I'm being in a situation I was in a year ago and a year before that. Here I am repeating something that happened to me that I was dealing with in the past. I'm off work again. She said they had nothing else to do. I went in at 8 o'clock. 12:30, I'm done. Already parked.
You know, I think God trying to give us more time to spend with families, Big Ward. You know what I'm saying? More time to spend with your son, man. You know, a little bit more time, your son will be old enough to get in that truck with you. You know what I'm saying? And know how daddy make his money, you know what I'm saying? Teach him a trade, you know what I'm saying? That's what's happening right now. Me and you too old, you know what I'm saying? Me and you, we done got over the hill, 50 over the hill, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, they trying to replace us, you know what I'm saying? They got to, because me and you know the ins and outs of the corporation. You know what I'm saying? Me and you really own the corporation, owners. You know what I'm saying? And you see, the economy is God. You know what I'm saying? The beast is Jesus. The word of God is the beast. They gave money, taught money how to talk, how to, you know, voice and borrow, loan. You know what I'm saying? And we supposed to lend and do not expect anything in return. We supposed to let people borrow and we don't supposed to expect no money back. You know what I'm saying? Every 7 years our credit is supposed to be cleared. You know what I'm saying? But that don't happen because we are cursed. Man is cursed with a curse for robbing God. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of preachers losing job now because the whole plot of the whole situation was God getting made God, God of gods, and mighty Adam, God of gods, to have a fight. And the number of them was of the sands of the sea. And that's everybody in the whole wide world, all dead and all living. And if you just died or if you die young, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry. You got a lot of years left. Exercise. Get your wind up. Be able to stand for more than 5 minutes. Be able to walk through the grocery store or the clothing store for more than 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Try going for an hour. Standing around walking, exercising. Just getting away from home. Then go to the gym, work out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like you, Big Ward. I went through all that stuff you went through. You know what I'm saying? But I was the one, you know what I'm saying, that they was after. Trying to get rid of.
Y'all remember this? And I'm not the one to sit around and cry about it. So when I was dealing with this last year, the year before last, and the year before that, I came to a point where I said, I gotta do something. I don't know what it is to do, but I gotta do something. That's what I was doing. Out of desperation / panic mode. So as I was already in this position with my other company, I remember warning other drivers that were facing the same dilemma I was facing. And they were talking about making a move, going somewhere else. I remember warning them, hey man, it ain't the company, it's the economy. It's not the company you're working for, it's the economy you're working in. That's the problem. I remember telling those guys, you might as well stay where you're at. Because you run, move somewhere else. They may be busy right now, but as this thing spreads, it's going to hit them too. But I reached a point to where I understood where it was coming from. When they felt like, I know, but I got to take a chance. I'm already starving right here. So I might starve over there too, but I got to take a chance because I know what I got right here ain't going to work. So as I was telling them to hold what they got and stay where they was at, and they left anyway. And when they got where they went, it ended up being bad there too. But I found myself in the same situation where I was so desperate. And I panicked. And I made a move to where I am now. Only out of desperation and panic mode, the wisdom went out the door. And I felt like I had to do something too. Because I don't want to beg, don't want to borrow, don't want to steal, and damn sure don't want to do without the things that I need. I ain't tripping on what I want. I'm not trying to do without what I need. And millions of us are faced with that truth right now.
You ain't lying, Big Ward. You ain't lying. You know, man, a job ain't designed to work 40 and 50 years, man. And people are not designed to work 40 and 50 years. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And heaven is not the place to be giving somebody minimum requirements to their pay. You know, heaven, you know what I'm saying? It says, God says, your labors will not go in vain. You know what I'm saying? Nor be forgotten. You shall not garnish people's wages, the hired hands' wages. You know what I'm saying? But God is the type of God don't want to pay you $18.50 an hour, $22.50 an hour. God want to pay you $35 an hour, $45 an hour. You know, God don't want you to just work till 65 and retire. God wants you to teach your kids and kids how to do the same job you do. So that'll give you more years when they produce kids and you become a grandfather and you are born again. Because when you have kids with kids, you born again. When they have a kid that's you, they give birth to. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have workers, you know, seed time and harvest. You know what I'm saying? Sun, moon, and stars gonna come up all year round. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying, we gotta pay better. You know, God says, you know, I didn't come to condemn the world. I didn't come to call the righteous. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I come to make it more abundant. I didn't come to just give y'all something. I come to give you more abundantly, meaning more of, you know what I'm saying? So your inheritance is so big, you know what I'm saying, that I can pay you $35 an hour and pay you $3,500 a week, you know what I'm saying, for your service. You know what I'm saying, as a servant of the kingdom of heaven and on earth. You know what I'm saying? And we can work. You right now didn't work complete 40 hours. You already off work. You didn't work 8 hours. Or worked only 8 hours. But God wants you to work 40 hours. And if the company needs you to work overtime, anytime you work over 8 hours, He wants you to get double time of $35 an hour. Then God is so good and know what you need before you ask Him. And been there where you at, where you sit. And God knows that it'd be good for people to work 40 hours and the company turn around and pay them as if they worked 100 hours. So work 40 hours, get paid 100 hours, and sign a 6-year contract for that pay. You know what I'm saying? $3,500 a week or $4,500 a week. Depends on how hard the work is and how smart you gotta be.
That we're gonna have to start doing what we need, our own needs, not our wants, our needs. Is it time to panic? I'm gonna say this. I'm not feeling good right now. So here I am at my new job that I thought was gonna be better. And it's the same. Because like the advice I gave my coworkers when they was leaving, it ain't the job, it ain't the company, it's the economy. So no matter where you working at in America right now, you're working under the same economy. So now, what are we supposed to do?
Remember God said, come buy, you know what I'm saying, with no money. You that have no money, come, you buy with no price. Buy everything with no price. That's what God wants. God don't want to buy and sell, man, and have to sacrifice people's lives with killing, stealing, and destroying to steal money, to have money, or buy nice things. God don't want to see people do that. You know what I'm saying? That's evil. That's the devil. That's Satan. And we don't even want to be bad. It's the devil and Satan. Fathers and mothers of families of God that's kin to God and Satan and the devil in the spirit. We need free.
What are we supposed to do?
We need free. Everything need to be free.
And I'm a guy, I pride myself in having answers and solutions to problems. I used to. But now I'm faced with a problem that I don't see no answer to. Trust God.
God got to fix it.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't like trusting God.
I hear you. Because God is...
Even though I know I'm dependent on God for everything I got, I don't like it. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't like it. Because now it's still like I've got the mercy of somebody else even
that you deal with. That's the God that you deal with.
I've been dependent on God.
We pray to. You pray to somebody else that look in the mirror and don't see you.
But don't change the fact that I don't like it. I don't like depending on God. I don't like waiting on God. I don't like waiting on nobody. I want what I want. I want it now.
I hear you, big word. Shit, man, I wish I could do that. My buddy told me, make yourself appear.
Am I alone? Right. Am I like Lone Ranger? Did I say something that didn't make sense to a lot of y'all? Do y'all ever see yourself depending on God?
You don't believe God real, man.
And it seems like God take too long.
Just because God take a little while, man.
God ain't never let me down. But when you're in the middle of the fight, and that shit hot, and it's burning, you can't get me out of here fast enough.
Man made it snake. He made it God.
Even though you may come get me out the fight, I still got burned.
Like Ephraim, like Ralph, like Home, like Eric.
God ain't never let me down.
You know what I'm saying? We straight up God.
And my flaws, human
25,000 places. At 25,000 times.
So I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait on God. I got to go make something happen.
Trying to be 25 million.
So I went and made something happen. I ain't wait on God. But here I am. Was I supposed to wait on God? How do I know that wasn't God telling me to move here?
I said I got the sun, moon, and all y'all. The life of all y'all stars. That ain't enough. That ain't enough.
I'm in the same boat I was in last.
I can prove that.
Year before that.
You know,
trying everything I know to do. If you can't work for what you want, what else is you supposed to do? Somebody that's smarter than me, which ain't many people, but I'm sure there's somebody out there smarter than me.
We need to have.
Can you tell me, what am I supposed to do to survive and take care of myself if I can't work for it?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting paid if you get the shit free and take God's money. Shit.
If I go to work and they tell me,
rich people
ain't
that's
nothing.
already rich keep what they got in.
If I look for other jobs and they tell me, ain't nothing.
Everybody else should get what I'm saying.
I don't have a rich uncle, rich cousin, rich nobody. I don't have nobody I can go ask for the money. Can you help me out till I can seatbelt? I ain't got nobody. So I know I got to have it. I'm not a Somalian. I don't know how to get millions from the government. I just throw that in there. Is it time to panic? Is the question. I'm a trucker, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a truck driver, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't got no work. I'm sitting here making a video for YouTube. And YouTube bullshit. That's my side hustle. My side hustle bullshit. It ain't my platform, so I ain't gonna talk a lot of noise about it, but somebody said, could I sue you? I'm suing for what? I know they holding my numbers back. That's why I call myself getting out of politics, because I know what it is. I need to make some other type content where I ain't stirring up the pot. Can't do that, can't make folks think. I gotta make reaction videos and all that. I ain't doing it. I'm just gonna be me. So yes, they're holding me still at the 105,000. Somebody was surprised to see me still at 105,000 when people loving my content.
God dog, man, you got 105,000 and you mad? I ain't got but 211 subscribers. That's how bad they do me, Big Ward. I ain't even got 1,000 to get in to try to be monetized. They don't even pay God. You know what I'm saying?
But how are people gonna love my content when they can't see it? And I'm not in control of who sees it. I'm only in control of what I put out, what I say. But who sees it is out of my hands now. I know they're not spreading me around to millions of people. I know that they're not putting me out there in front of folks, letting folks hear me. They don't want my work. No. And I ain't for the sit around. I got too much to worry about. I ain't got time for that. So I ain't suing a goddamn thing. This they plan. They do the hell they want to do. Y'all here watching, I appreciate y'all. Y'all see me, thank y'all. Not suing nobody for they damn them folks. But I know, and you know what you're doing. I know for a fact because you can see some of my videos. It'll show no views. 4-5 minutes in, no views, 0 views, with 40 likes and comments in the comment section. No views, which is what you get paid off of. They holding the view. 40 likes and comments in the comment section with no views. How is that possible? How do I have comments? How do I have likes but ain't nobody watched it? Because people are watching it. They're just not counting them. They count them how they want to count them. Somebody got 1,000 views, they only gave me 500. What am I do about it? It is what it is. They're too big for me. So that's something else I gotta leave in God's hands. Just do the best I can, be grateful for whatever I can get. Because here's the deal. They know, just like your employer knows. So here's the deal. They know, YouTube and any other employer, just like your employer, the job I'm on now, any other job, they know what we're dealing with right now. They know what the people dealing with. So you might be on a job right now where your boss or your supervisor get a little jazzy with you. More than they would normally do. Get smart with you. Are you in that situation? Are you working somewhere right now where it seems like your supervisor, your boss or whatever, like they're talking to you a little crazy now? They're getting short with you now. They weren't always like that, but now it seems like they're talking to you crazy. Have you noticed that? Because they know. They know what's out here. What you gonna do? What am I gonna do? So they hold my views back. What am I gonna do about it? Just keep making my content, and whatever I get, because I'm in a situation right now where I'm effed up. They know it. Your boss knows it. If you happen to be somewhere where they still treating you good and being respectful to you, that's about all you ask for nowadays. And be lucky and glad that you still got somewhere to work. Just be glad you still got somewhere to work. Because here it is, a truck driver, 12:30 in the afternoon, went in at 8, that's 4.5 hours, I'm done. When once upon a time, it wasn't nothing to do 12 hours. 12 hours ain't nothing for a trucker. Cotton did 4.5. And 15 of that was driving to park the truck where I am now. And another 15 was waiting for her to tell me we ain't got nothing. So again, question. What should I do? What should you do? Go find another job? No! No! That's not the answer because that's how I end up here. Try to find another job. While I'm finding another job, can I find another economy? Because no matter where I go work, no matter where you go work, you better look at the economy we in right now.
We got taxes, interest, loans, bad credit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? People using your credit, and the credit bureau ain't lawful at all. The credit bureau ain't lawful at all. You know what I'm saying? YouTube won't pay you. You know what I'm saying?
Unless I'm gonna go be a mortician, funeral director, cause they boom. Some along those lines, a doctor. What you gonna do in this economy? Cause just about every job you do is based on how the economy is doing. Whether or not they have a need for you. Just about every line of work you can be in is based on the economy and how well the economy is doing, whether or not that company needs you or not. All the way down to fast food. If the economy ain't doing good, you ain't doing good. No matter what, it ain't just truckers. It just hit me first. So again, what are we supposed to do if we can't work for what we need? They say a man don't work, a man don't eat. That's also true if a man can't work. If he can't work, he can't eat. So now, my bills that I owe, they starting to feel like the mob, the mafia. Imagine borrowing money from the mafia.
Now just think, Big Ward. The scriptures say parents ought not lay up, you know what I'm saying? Children ought not work and lay up for their parents, but parents ought to work and lay up for their children. See, our problem is me and you get too old and get tired of taking care of our children and neglect and ignore teaching our children how to do what we do. Then we expect we get to be 60 and 70 years old preachers thinking everybody need to bring money to you, you know what I'm saying, for sin offerings, you know what I'm saying. And God said a long time ago, we don't give offerings for sins no more, because that's gossip, slander, ghost spells, witchcraft, sorcery, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. We need medicine. And we need the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Because our flesh is weak.
And you can't pay it back. How nervous you gonna be. How scared you are. How you... What was that? Who was that? Open that door. Close that damn door. Close them curtains. How you'll be if you owe money to the mafia and you ain't got no way of getting it to them. You ain't got it. And you have no way of getting it. That's how I feel right now. These bills that I owe, I got $1,400 a month coming in 3 days that I gotta pay for my health insurance. The day is the 25th, 3 more days. And for 28 days this month. As I'm sitting here in this truck with no work, I got $1,400 I gotta pay in my pocket Friday. I'm not paying it out of money I made from trucking. I'm paying it out of my pocket. That's how I keep going back. Every month, every week, my bills are being paid out of my pocket. I make just enough with this truck to pay some of my bills. Not all of them. So I'm going to keep doing the YouTube and whatever else I can do, even if they ain't fair, because there was a time, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of y'all can relate to this time, to where I was able to pay everything and save money with just the truck alone. I didn't have no side gig, just this truck. I was able to pay all my bills and have money left over to save. That shit over with. Now, with this truck, if this all I had going for me right now, half of my bills wouldn't get paid. I can only pay half my bills with this truck. The other half, somebody getting their head bust. A big ward coming through your window. I'm a law-abiding citizen. That might sound like a joke. But what you think people gonna do when they can't go to work and pay their bills? Or they go to work and still can't pay the bill like me. I got a job. I ain't unemployed. I'm underemployed. So I don't make enough to pay my bills. So what you think people gonna do? Millions of people. Have you noticed the crime rate? Have you noticed people on the edge, pins and needles? Have you noticed the frown that everybody face? I done been out to events that are meant for people to have fun, where you go to have fun at. And I look around the crowd of people in there at a party. I'm one of them. I'll be in the party because I'm in there thinking about my bills. I can't even have fun no more because I'm behind on damn near everything. And I got a job. So I go out and party anyway, hoping it'll make me feel better. But while I'm in this bitch, I'm in there pissed. You better not step on these gators. It's gonna be a misunderstanding. There's gonna be some furniture moving up in this son bitch. That's how I be feeling. Is it time to panic? I think we're beyond that time. What do we do now? I don't have a clue. Do you? Let me drill this home. You want to work. You have to work. You got a family. You got bills. You got to eat. You're not disabled. You don't qualify for government assistance. And even if you did, it ain't enough to pay for the bills that you done amassed over years of being a responsible adult. Government assistance won't cover my bills. Even if I can get it, it won't be enough. Still, government assistance will be less than what I make now. And what I make now ain't enough.
God's money ain't government assistance. That's the difference. God's money real. God say lend and do not expect no money in return. God want to give you something and teach you how to give so you can freely receive. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, you know what I'm saying, lend and expect money back. You don't have to charge nobody for no life insurance or no any kind of insurance. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to charge for that shit. Money don't tell you have to use it, you know what I'm saying, in stores and all that. That's the devil and Satan. You know what I'm saying? The adversary, you know what I'm saying? The devourer, you know what I'm saying? That I said I was going to rebuke the devourer for your sake. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I want to give you 40 hours and give you 100 hours for working 40. This God. I don't want to give you government assistance. I want to give you your heavenly pay for being a heaven. Your kids are heavens. That's what I want to do, but don't nobody know we God. Don't nobody know who in their mirror. Don't nobody know. Everybody think we snakes. We ain't no serpent. That just means repent. You know what I'm saying? The people who you accuse, judge, say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry, cry. You know what I'm saying? But we in heaven now. We not earth no more. And we can't put old wine in old wineskin. New wine in old wineskin. God want to pay you, big ward. Y'all got to accept God.
So what do you think people gonna do? So prepare yourself. This can't go on like this. And everything be all right. This cannot go on like this. We're in a powder keg right now, waiting to explode. I'm surprised, like the shit going on in Minnesota and the people out in the streets or whatever. That shit going on with ICE or whatever ain't just serious. People are pissed. They're releasing frustration. We can't go on like this. I can't go on like this. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, and y'all do the same. Some gotta give. Get it, got it good. Bye.
Yeah, big boy.
Good afternoon.
I'm with you on all that you saying, man. I'm with you. But God want to give us abundant wages, man. God don't want to give us no, you know what I'm saying? God don't want to give us no minimum wage no more, man. That's minimum wage, man. God here with reward and inheritance. You know what I'm saying? God is here with the whole thing. God here with the whole thing.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
I made my first million last year, actually.
One line of work.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela. Happy Tuesday, fam bam. Happy Tuesday, or whatever day it is where you are. I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Guys, I am coming today with a word of warning that God would like for me to talk about, guys, and also a dream that God gave me that He wants me to share with you guys and the meaning of it. And then we'll get into a couple of other things that God wanted me to discuss today. All right. But as always, guys, please remember to take any word that I give you or any other servant of God gives you. Please make sure that you're taking each and every one of these words back to the Lord in prayer to test the spirit behind the word. But that's also your opportunity to get confirmation and revelation in regards to the word coming forth. All right. Also, guys, I'm going to continue to talk about it. Please make sure that you're just being intentional about your own intimate relationship with God over any and everything else, guys. God desires us. Okay, so just make sure you're making God priority over any prophetic. And when I got her attention to look at me through the window, I was doing this to signal her that, did she feel the house shaking? Like the house is shaking. Did you feel that? She was looking back at me with concern through the window. So I was kind of puzzled as to, do you not feel that? Like the house is shaking. Do you not feel that out there? But she never lost that concern on her face. As she continued to look at me, I noticed everybody was coming outside. Everybody was coming out in the neighborhood, out of their homes. And on the street, you can see a dark, what do you call it? Like a dark shadow on the street. As the shadow came, I heard the voice say, "Look up." I looked up from the window up into the sky. I saw two huge UFOs, and in the middle of the UFO was a white airplane that had United States of America with the flag on it. And I'm assuming, Air Force One. When I saw that, I'm just assuming that that's maybe what it was, but it was in the middle of the two UFOs that was in the dream. And I remember just hearing, "Do not fear. Do not fear." And as the people were coming out of their homes, and me kind of hesitant in the dream to come out of the house to see, but as everybody was coming out, they were pulling out cameras. They were pulling out phones, recording what was happening in the sky. And as I went to grab my phone, I heard the Lord say, "No." He told me no. And He told me, "Stay focused and do not fear." I kept hearing in the dream, "Do not fear." And as my phone, the Lord wouldn't let my phone take the picture. He wouldn't let me get anything in regards to it. He told me to focus and do not be afraid. And I woke up. And as time went by, he was really revealing the things that he's been giving us warnings and prophetic warnings that I've been giving you guys since I've had